All our beautiful viewers back at home, welcome to Tuksres Survivor 2023, and this is day 4 of Tuksres Survivor. And look at this beautiful backdrop at Intundla Lodge in the Boekenhout's Kloof. Well, if you've missed the past 3 days, you have missed quite a lot. Last night we had the merge and we only have 10 remaining students, 10 remaining castaways, and now the end game begins where they will have to battle it out in order to claim the prize as well as the title of Sole Survivor. Ratonga, you guys can come in. We're about to start our first individual immunity challenge for the day, and only one person can walk away and they will be safe at Tribal Council a bit later. Okay guys, this is how it's going to work. In front of you, you'll see a chair. On top of it, a board. You will choose a hand to support this board with, and once you've made your decision, you cannot swap hands at any time. Listen closely. The purple color should point upwards if you pack your blocks, okay? All the time. The blocks with no purple, you can position that in any way that you want to. That's your decision. On my go, you will place the board in one of your hands, whichever hand you chose. Then, on my go, we will start to pack the first block on the board. Only on my go and instruction, you will then pack the next block until all of your blocks are stacked upon each other. You're going to have a stack of 11 blocks on top of each other. Are we clear? After the blocks have been stacked, your goal would be to balance this board and make sure that your tower does not tumble, because if it does, you will be eliminated from this challenge. Last person standing will win immunity and will be safe at Tribal Council. Oh, and unfortunately Dieter's tower just tumbled down out of the blue, and Ruben's tower falls off 2-1. Elbows cannot touch any part of your body. Okay, on my go, your free hand will rest behind your head as if you're taking a bath in the sun. All right, I'm going to count you down. So in 5, 4, your free hand should be behind your head. 2, 1, Glenn, get your hand behind your head. Unfortunately, Janku's tower just tumbled down. Both Johan and Glenn's tower shaking now. Is this a dance off as well? Oh, and Glenn is out. Johan and Ryan still in this challenge. It's moving closer to the side, and he recovered, just recovered over there. Ryan's tower still looking very stable. Johan has to concentrate now. This is a matter of immunity. Ryan's tower is still well above his shoulders. Johan's tower is still well. Oh, unfortunately, Johan dropped. Ryan, you win individual immunity. What an excellent challenge this was. Ryan, please come grab your individual immunity. You are safe at Tribal Council. The first individual immunity for Tuksres Survivor 2023. You are safe at Tribal Council. Alvin, tell me what's going on in your mind.
Nothing much, eh?
Nothing much.
Just enjoying the fight.
Enjoying the fight, taking it step by step.
Yeah.
Being the athlete that you are, and also showing the grit that you had in yesterday's water challenge, how do you feel now that it's an individual game?
I feel it's just the same, eh? Like, it keeps getting more intense, you know. I love a competition, you know, like good competitors. Everyone has like their own strengths and weaknesses. So yeah, it's a good competition. But we all are talking, we all are good. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janku, you had quite a struggle with the previous challenge, but you lasted quite long with a lot of blocks dancing. How vulnerable do you feel sitting here now, knowing that you also a returning player that made it to merge now?
Oh, Jeffries, I feel like you like that using that line, but I feel okay.
It is what it is, Janku.
Yeah.
You and Johan and Dieter, all three of you are returning players, and amazingly, you've made it to merge. That must say something.
Yeah, Ach yeah, at least this time we made it to merge, or me and Dieter at least. But yeah, I don't feel actually vulnerable. I'm probably not gonna eat my food now. But yeah, I feel like you need to trust in your relationships. If you do, then you're okay. If you start scrambling around, trying to play someone or do something else, then you're not safe.
I see there's a few chats going on. Alvin and Renif, you want to inform me what's going on there?
No, well, we're just talking about the potential threat of old competitors coming in, but like I think we bonded so well as a tribe. I think that's what we're just saying. We don't really think that that's much of a threat going in. I think we all just kind of things are good at the moment, and I don't really think there's too much to be threatened by, other than what they've done in this competition in particular.
Ruben, you are so quiet. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just
Nice
Are,
move.
are you still in it for the long run?
hopefully I have trust in these guys to
Is it?
in, hopefully, but you can never know. So we'll see where it goes at the end.
Dieter, you had a little whisper there to Ryan a minute or two ago. What did you guys speak about?
We were also talking about the whole returning players thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to think about. It is kind of surprising that all three of us have made it through because, that does put a target on our backs. But hey, we're just playing our game. And if people can trust us, we can trust them. We move on.
Glenn, does the previous tribe alliances play a massive role now in the merge?
Yeah, I think it does.
Just speak up loud.
Yeah, I think the previous tribe plays a role in this one. Yeah, I think it does.
Ruben, do you have any other previous tribe members that made it to merge?
Yes, a few like Ryan, Dieter, and Glenn made it from the first tribe, and then Dieter and we have a few.
I think he's talking about his
Did
first
you
one.
say that those alliances will continue throughout the game, or did you have to adapt and make new alliances?
Not necessarily. Like I played my game, they played theirs. I think we're a strong tribe. I think new alliances are going to form now, but I'll stick to the one I have now, and yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Hey, Neef. Obviously, you had some alliances going into merge that you have to form some new alliances.
Well, I think just along the lines of Ruben, I think not necessarily. I think considering the fact that Wanao was so strong in the first place, like we've had throughout the entire time, I don't think it was really necessary. And there were quite a few of us still remaining here, thankfully.
The original Wanao members?
The originals, the very
And they are?
first ones. That would be Yanku, Uisiwe, and I don't recognize any other ones I've missed.
So you guys are three original Wanaos.
Yeah, well, three is better than just one and myself. So, but yeah, no, I think us together are strong, and I don't think there's any hostility towards anyone else. So I'd rather have a strong alliance and no hostility than an alliance and hostility.
Connor, you are from original Orange Tribe, Ignis. How many members of Ignis are still left?
We've got 3 members left.
And that is?
That is Alvin and Johan behind me.
Alvin and Johan. Okay, so it's more or less equally divided. Really interesting. What's going through your mind now, Connor? You seem a bit upset.
Yeah, it's just as I said, Survivor is super unexpected. You never know what to expect. But along the lines of trusting people, that's all you can really do in this game. If it doesn't go your way, then either you're out, or when it comes to the next vote or next challenge, you can't trust the person. So just trusting each other, that's all you can really ask for, and hopefully they show it to you as well.
Okay, guys, you know how this works. We're going to head straight to voting. One by one, you're going to go to the voting booth and you're going to write down the person's name who you want to vote out. Connor, we're going to start with you. You can enter the voting booth.
is 0.5.
Sorry about that. It's just a part of the plan.
It's probably what I do not have.
If you're gonna try flush my idol, I'm gonna kick you out. I know it's not your time yet, but it will come. Feels like a wasted word. Gotta trust the Alliance.
Everyone's back. I'll tally the votes. Okay, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Thank you. This is indeed a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Yuan will not count. Anyone else? Okay, I will read the votes. Once the votes have been read, the person with the most votes will have to leave Tribal Council. I'll read the votes. First vote. Johan. Does not count. Second vote. Johan. Does not count. Third vote. Glenn. One vote, Glenn. Fourth vote, Johan. Does not count. Fifth vote, Alvin. One vote Alvin, one vote Glenn. Sixth vote, Glenn. It's 2 votes Glenn, 1 vote Alvin. Seventh vote, Johan. Does not count. Eighth vote, Johan. Does not count. Ninth vote, Alvin. 2 votes Alvin, 2 votes Glenn. Tenth vote, and the first person of our jury, Glenn. Glenn, that's enough. You can bring me your torch. Glenn, the tribe has spoken. You can leave tribal council. Well, there you have it. That was the first tribal council for today. And unfortunately, Glenn had to say goodbye. We can see it's becoming more tense. The testosterone is starting to speak. The alliances are starting to speak. And the idols are doing the talking as well. Right, let's head back to the start. We're going to draw rocks and get ready for the challenge. The challenge is going to be quite physical. Only 3 castaways can advance to the next stage of this challenge. It's going to be quite a lot of swimming. So they don't know it yet, but this is going to be one physical taxing challenge. Let's see how it goes. Let's divide them into 3 groups.
Please don't scratch my eyes out.
Okay, let's go. Please face me.
Please don't kill me.
Please face me. Crew, can I please get the box at the back? Okay, Ryan. First things first, can I please get back that idol? Immunity necklace. Immunity necklace up for grabs once again. If you have this, you are safe at Tribal Council. You're not only fighting for immunity, this is also a reward challenge. So the winner will not only get immunity, but they will also choose to have a shower anytime today. They have the option to have a shower. Nice soap, shampoo, lacquer shower. So reward and immunity up for grabs. Okay, let's draw for spots. I want you to look me in the eyes and then just grab a rock. Okay, grab a rock. Close it in your hand. Okay, grab a rock. Okay, grab a rock. Grab a rock. Close it, don't reveal it yet. Don't reveal it yet. Okay. There we go. Alright, everyone keep your hands out. Turn them around, and when I say open, you can open and open. All the purple guys, you'll be competing against each other. All the white rocks, you move to this side. White rocks over here, purple in the middle, and grey on my right hand side. Purple in the middle. You'll see the purple clearly. There's only 3 rocks. You'll see it clearly. Some of the purple might have smudged some of the other rocks.
That's something else.
Yeah, that's a normal rock.
Oh, this is just a normal one.
Yeah, normal one. Normal rock this side, normal rock this side. There we go. Alright. We've got Renif, Alvin and Connor going up against each other. We've got Tita, Buisiwe and Yanku. Yanku once again facing Buisiwe. How interesting is that?
Hey, I want to stand off here, eh?
We have got Ryan, Ruben and Johan facing it off against each other. This seems like a fair race, guys. So remember, the first part, the first section, you can run. The second section you will have to crawl. We do have assistants that's going to check you out, so make sure that you stick to the rules. And then the third section will have to leopard crawl. Whoever crosses this line with the stick first, the first 3 people who cross this line with the stick will advance to the second stage of this game. Only 3 people can advance to the second stage. Tuksres, are you guys ready? Go! You have to crawl. Crawling on all fours. And they are rushing, it's just dust and dirt all over. And now you have to leopard crawl. Your stomach has to touch the ground at all times. It's Alvin and Renif very close. Your stomach has to touch Renif. There we go, Alvin giving it a go. Ryan giving it a go. And they are leopard crawling like crazy. Alvin and Ryan ahead. Renif at the back. Renif waiting for Alvin now to bring back the stick. Alvin, you can dig out that stick. Ryan, you can dig out the stick. Remember to crawl back, leopard crawl back once you got the stick. You have to leopard crawl back.
Fair play, boy.
Alvin on the ground. Renif, you have to be on the ground as well. Let's go, leopard crawl. Leopard crawling. You can get the stick, but you have to stay within the section. We've got Janku digging for the stick. Dieter on his heels. We've got Connor dragging, holding on to Alvin. Ryan throwing the stick to Ruben. Ruben can now grab the stick, but he will have to crawl back. Johan made use of the reset function. Ryan now crawling back. They are working as a team. They are working as a team. Johan going back to fight Ryan. Once Ryan's hands just cross this line, he is free. Ryan, you can go through, you are free. Ryan is the first guy to make it. We've got 2 more sticks, 2 more places up for grabs. Alvin is crawling for dear life, and this is so exhausting. Alvin crawling for dear life, Connor on his heels, Renif on his heels. It's dust all over. Alvin, yes, he can start crawling. He's on all fours. Connor on his heels. We've got Janku and Dieter still battering out to the back. Once Alvin crosses this line, he is free to run. And Alvin gets the second position. It's going to be Ryan versus Alvin. And we've got 1 more position left. Let's see how it's going over here. Renif applauding Alvin. We've got Janku being dragged by Dieter. Janku being dragged by Dieter. We see we're also making it a bit difficult for the boys. Once again, we see we're versus Janku and Dieter. 1 lady versus 2 guys. And she's just making it more difficult. And this is so exhausting. This is what it's about, guys. Bringing you into this moment. They are battling for that stick. Only 1 more spot available. Ryan and Alvin got the other stick. Dieter struggling. We see we're making it very difficult.
We need our best competitor in there, guys.
Janku
Think about it, the line times.
making it very
Who's our
difficult.
strongest player? Who can beat Alvin?
Dieter trying to negotiate with them and say who can beat
At the end
Alvin.
of the day,
You wanna get it?
I might be able to beat him.
Who went through?
Huh?
Who went through Alvin and who?
Ryan and Alvin.
Let Ryan and I go against Alvin, guys. We'll make sure he doesn't get immunity.
Let's see, what do you think?
Janku
That's
asking
right, I won't take it for
Wisiwe
myself.
whether he should give the stick to Dieter or
We'll
not.
have our best odds.
You see where?
I won't keep it. I'll make sure Ryan wins. Promise.
Dieter promises that he'll make sure that Ryan doesn't win. Are they
Make it look
gonna?
competitive. They can't now.
They're gonna hand the stick to Dieter.
Let's call together.
Don't try too hard.
They're completing the section. Stomach's touching the section. Well done. Crawling back. And Dieter is going to take on Ryan and Alvin. They've just negotiated that Dieter go up against Ryan and Alvin in order to make sure that none of them win the individual immunity. But is the plan going to work? Dieter, you have to run. And Dieter secures a spot in the next stage. Man, I get goosebumps. This is what it's about. Let's go to the next stage. A lot of swimming, they don't know it yet. Some puzzle building. This is going to be an interesting one. And they're already so exhausted. It's going to be Ryan versus Dieter versus Alvin coming up next. You do not want to leave. That was one hectic challenge. We're about to head to Tribal Council. You do not want to miss this. This is Tuksres Survivor 2023. See you in a short while.
You would. That is fun. You would. Breathe. You were cruising. You were keeping the same pace the whole time. Yeah. It's fun.
Welcome back. We're about to start our second Tribal Council for the day. And as you've just seen, there was a lack of drama at the previous Tribal Council. Once the members entered Tribal Council, there was a hidden immunity idol just at the back of my right shoulder. Johan, as well as a lot of the other castaways, spotted it, but Johan took initiative, ran for the idol. He grabbed the individual immunity idol and he played it for himself once again successfully, and that meant Gwen had to go home. So we can definitely see that the rest of the tribe has got their knives out for Johan. Johan also admitted that he has another idol, and the rest of the tribe was not impressed with that. So I can guarantee you that the sparks are going to fly with the next Tribal Council. Ratonga, are you guys ready? You can come in. We got them for the second Tribal Council of today. This is the individual game after merge. And from here on, it's just going to escalate the drama, the joy, the tears. You do not want to miss one moment of what's coming next. Come on in, Ratonga. Everyone's scouting the Tribal Council, trying to see if there's another hidden immunity idol. And if you snooze, you lose, unfortunately, in this game. You have to take risks when it matters. Let's go, Ratonga. Connor making sure that there's no hidden immunity idols. And unfortunately, let's shift in, guys. There we go. Welcome. We now welcome the first member of the jury. Gwen, you can enter. Thanks, Glenn. Glenn looking fresh.
Fresh, my boy.
Okay, guys, welcome to Tribal Council. Let's get down to business. So, Ryan, once again, you are safe for the second time in a row. How does that feel to have that necklace around your neck for the second time in a row, Ryan?
Really good. I must be honest. It was a bit of a fight today. That swim I was not expecting. That was pretty far, but luckily some background experience assisted me with that. And that puzzle was pretty tough as well. Just like, it's amazing how the tiniest margins make such a big difference. But once again, bittersweet feeling because it only lasts so long.
Dieter, you weren't that far behind Ryan, but it seemed like you got stuck at the puzzle building. What went wrong?
I mean,
just speak up.
No offense to the prop department, but I think the structure crumbling every time you make the slightest adjustment doesn't help. I could have had a better strategy going in, and yeah, at the end of the day, Ryan deserved that win. I'm not complaining, but phew, that was tough. Yeah, I couldn't get it done in time.
And I think what made it even more tough is the fact that you guys had to swim more or less 600 meters after you had to do the first stage challenge, and which was very physical on its own, where you had to wrestle for the stick. Didn't that already make you so tired, the first section?
I don't want to speak too highly of myself, but endurance is my strength going in. I could have probably swam faster, but I wanted to play the safe game. So, no,
Okay.
I don't think it was too tough.
Alvin, tell us what happened on your way. Obviously, you were one of the 3 members that went through to the second stage of the challenge. What happened on your way in the water?
Yeah, I know, like halfway through my quads gave up on me. That's just life, eh? But big ups to this corner and Renee for letting me go through to the second stage. But yeah, if I won, I was gonna give him the shower. But yeah, my quads gave up on
At
me.
some stage, we heard you screaming on the other side. Were you in pain?
Yeah, my right quad just gave up. Like I couldn't move anymore.
So it's just proof of how brutal these challenges are,
Yeah.
and how real this game actually is.
Definitely. It took everything.
So what would you say to people that's watching it back from the comfort of their own home and saying, oh, you guys are just pussies?
It's harder than it looks. Trust me, harder is an understatement. Like those challenges attack each and every muscle in your body. Like it's crazy.
Okay. Connor, you seem like you a bit lifted up after the previous tribal council. What's going on through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good challenge. I mean, I think me and Renif, we knew against Alvin, he's an absolute beast. So kind of sat there, grabbed him and said, you know, let's have a little discussion, and we made some agreement. But yeah, I think to be this far in this game is a great experience. And as I said at the start, when I first arrived here, I always wanted to do an experience like this. So being able to experience it every day and more and do challenges where I push myself, it's very nice. So just getting that memory back of why I'm here and the experience I'm experiencing is just keeping me uplifted. So it's very enjoyable.
Ruben, I saw a really interesting strategy with the first stage of that challenge. It seemed like you and Ryan teamed up against Yuan. What was going on there?
Yeah, like as you could see in the first voting of today, the alliance was formed, the decision was made, and yeah, we didn't want to give an advantage away. So I decided I will give up the shower because I know Ryan is the stronger one between me and him, and yeah, we made it happen. We let it happen.
Okay. Obviously, there's been a lot of movement since the last tribal council. Boisiwe,
Yes, Chappie.
what's going on back at camp? If you had to just give us a little taste of what's going on back at camp after each tribal council.
No, I just feel like after every single one, it's just tense and tense.
Does it become more intense as we go along?
That's my experience of it. Yeah, every single time it just gets more tense.
Is that so, Yuan? Does it become more intense, and what is the atmosphere like back at camp?
I feel like people are very quick to turn, very quick to judge, but they don't really think deeper. Why would, it's just, I think, sometimes you must just step back and think, why would he have done this? Why would she have done this? And ultimately, I have done what I've done. I'm comfortable with the way things are, and hopefully my actions will play out the way that I hope it will in the next 2 or 3 days. Hopefully it'll play the way that I would like it to.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that all of your actions, there's method behind the madness.
There is method behind the madness, but yeah, I guess everyone in here will have to wait until after the show so they can see what that is, but everyone back home does know what is going on, which is at least somewhat, comforting, because it just makes me feel a little bit better about the whole thing.
Janku, Dieter and Johan, the 3 returnee players sitting right next to each other after merge. How interesting is that? Does your current seat represent a form of alliance or not, Janku?
Oh, Chappies, what would you like to? No, I feel like alliances can always be formed.
Yeah.
Alliances can always be broken at some stage, if they have already not. But yeah, it's a matter of time to see if it happens or not.
Okay.
Depends on what's happening today.
Renif, you're staring at that fire as if you've got some revenge that you just want to execute on someone. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I've been pretty clear about my intentions with everything. I think I side with everyone in terms of I'm just playing the game. It's quite as simple as that. But no, I'm just, I think I'm just thinking about the fact that the outwitting and outplaying part of the game, the social part of the game is kind of really coming into effect now. And I think as we said, with each tribal council, it just gets more and more tense. And I think she said that really well. Yeah, it's just, you know, the social side, the mental side of the game is really tough. And yeah, there's just, everyone has a lot to think about because, and I mean, you know, with Survivor, you have to expect the unexpected at all times. And yeah, I'm just thinking about that, that's all.
What makes this even more difficult is the blurred lines between reality and game. And then also the three pillars popping up that you've just mentioned: outwit, outplay, and outlast. You'll have to make sure that you work on those three pillars equally in order to have the best shot if you reach the end of this game. And some people maybe just focus on the outwit part. Others maybe just focus on the outplay part. The fact that all of you are here says something about the outlast part, but you'll have to make sure that those bars are equal in weight, equal in length. All right, guys, it seems like you are just want to get down to business. Are you guys ready to go to the vote?
Yes, Chappie.
Want to make the magic happen? You know how it works. Alvin, you're up first. You can head to the voting booth.
I mean, you guys didn't help. But that's okay. After what I did, it was only fair. I was the big bad. I had to be sorted with. Once you accept the role, it's easy to.
A lot of chatting going on between Dieter and Janku, between Ruben and Connor, between Johan and Ryan.
Said it from the beginning. It's time for you to go. I really don't think you belong there. I feel like you've got a plan. I think we know what you've done. My gut feeling, I'll say, is that you've given your immunity idol to Janku. This is just a contingency plan. But all I want to do is see you gone.
many votes are going towards him today. So I'm going to try to give everyone a fair stab at today's.
Dude, I'm really sorry that this is the way it's come to. I wanted to take you further, but unfortunately, you unmade a few changes and we gotta go with the flow.
Everyone has voted. I will go tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Jeffy, do you have any hidden immunity idol on you or in the box there?
No, I do not. No one. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will have to leave tribal council immediately. I will leave the votes. First vote. Johan. Second vote. Alvin. One vote Johan, one vote Alvin. Third vote. Renif. One vote Alvin, one vote Johan, one vote Renif. Fourth vote. Janku. One vote Johan, one vote Alvin, one vote Renif, and one vote Janku. Fifth vote. Alvin. It's 2 votes Alvin, 1 vote Renif, 1 vote Johan, 1 vote Janku. Sixth vote. Janku. That's 2 votes Janku, 2 votes Alvin, 1 vote Renif, and 1 vote Johan. 7th vote, Janku. That's 3 votes Janku, 2 votes Alvin, 1 vote Johan, and 1 vote Rini. 8 votes and second person of the jury, Janku. Janku, that's enough. You can bring me a torch, thank you. Janku, tribe has spoken. You can leave tribal council.
Sien jou later.
An eerie silence. Renif just staring off into the sky. Dieter seems like he's relieved.
Relieved?
Alright guys, I have nothing else for you. Prepare for the next challenge. You can head back to camp. The 3rd challenge coming up pretty soon. You do not want to miss this. This is going to be a cliffhanger of notes. I'm telling you, what an unfortunate ending for Janku. He was voted out, but you can clearly see that there's a few alliances that's going up against each other. 4 different people's names was written down just now, but unfortunately, Janku had to say goodbye. Tuksres Survivor, we've got 1 more challenge coming up today and 1 tribal council. You do not want to miss this. See you later. Grabs again. Ryan, can I please have that necklace? Ryan winning the necklace for a 2nd time in a row. Will he be able to do it a 3rd time? We'll just have to see. Alright guys, welcome to the 3rd challenge called Get a Grip. I hear a few laughs. So you will have to get a grip on these poles in order to secure immunity for yourselves. Are you guys ready to get to the next challenge? Okay, great. I want each of you to pick a pole, stand behind the pole, and then I'll explain the challenge. Any pole. Some of the ropes are lower. That is meant for the shorter people.
Yes, I've been accounted.
Okay, this is how it's going to work. On my go, you will have to hang on the pole, but we'll have intervals. Because the grip is insufficient, we'll have intervals. As we go along, the intervals will increase in time. 5 seconds every time. You will also have 30 seconds in between the intervals just to rest. So make sure you listen closely. You can either do it with shoes or without shoes. It's your decision. The first round is going to be 15 seconds. You'll have to hang on for 15 seconds only. That's definitely doable. After 15 seconds, I'll call it. Then only your feet can touch the ground and you'll have 30 seconds to rest. After the 15 seconds, we'll go to 20 seconds and continue on until we only have 1 person remaining on the poles. And if at any moment during the interval, any part of your body touches the ground, you are unfortunately out. You can hold on to the pole any way you like, from the top down. You can just not sit on the pole, but you can hold on any way you'd like. Any questions? Yes, Ryan.
Start with shoes, when you take them off at an interval.
You can, if you start with shoes, you can take them off anytime, as long as you stay within the interval, as long as you're on the poles within the interval.
To clarify, what does sitting on the pole
Sitting on the pole would mean you climb to the top and you lay on top of the pole. You can hang from the top, but you cannot sit on the top. Have we got it? Yes, Dieter. The ropes is to help you get a grip. Yeah. You can go anywhere. You don't have to use the ropes if you do not want to. But remember, you cannot sit on the pole. You can, however, hang from the top. You can also not put your stand on the pole. You can face whatever direction you want to. Tuksres, are you guys ready? Remember, you'll only have to last for the first interval 15 seconds, then you'll have 30 seconds to rest. From there, we'll increase the intervals with 5 seconds every time. In between intervals, you'll still have 30 seconds to rest. If at any time, if the interval is on, your body touches the ground, you are out. Before the interval starts, I will give you 5 seconds to adjust. That's only the first interval. Are you guys ready? Tuksres for 15 seconds, ready, and you get 5 seconds to adjust. And then the interval starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to last 15 seconds. Make sure you do not touch the ground. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can step off. You've got 30 seconds to rest. The next interval will be 20 seconds. The next interval will be 20 seconds. Make sure you regain your mental focus now. You've got 15 seconds before we go to the 20-second interval. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. You gotta last for 20 seconds. We see where, watch out. If you touch the ground, you are out. 10 seconds to go before you can let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can rest for 30 seconds. We are going to 25 seconds next. Ryan hanging from the top, and it seems like it's very easy for him. You've got 15 seconds to rest before we go to 25-second interval. Then you'll have to last the entire interval as well. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone up. And your 25 seconds starts now. Everyone's still up there. Dieter and Ryan hanging from the top. It seems like it's much easier for them. The rest are hanging on for dear life. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And everyone down. You've got a 30-second rest. Ryan, Dieter taking an approach of hanging on top of the pole. The rest are hugging the pole. You've got 20 seconds until you have to go again. And this time you'll have to hang for 30 seconds. How many seconds do you have left, Chappers, of rest? You've got 15 seconds of rest left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's on. You have to hang for 30 seconds. You have to dig deep now. Now Johan is also hanging from the top. Renif is hanging from the top. Dieter, oh Ruben, you are out. Ryan is sinking to the bottom, but he's still hanging on. 15 more seconds, guys. You have to hold on there. Dig deep. Dig deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you've got 30 seconds to rest. We've got Ruben that just fell out. Johan changed his strategy. Renif changed his strategy. We see where he's hanging on for dear life. Alvin hanging on for dear life. 20 more seconds to rest. Now you will be going for 35 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you have to stay on that pole for 35 seconds. Johan enjoying the pole. Buisiwe almost touching the ground. Buisiwe slipping down. Ruben encouraging Buisiwe to just hold on. They got to go 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Hanging on for dear life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can rest for 30 seconds. Remember, we're going for 40 seconds now. So you better make sure that you hold on for 40 seconds. "15 more seconds before we have to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now everyone will have to hang on for 40 seconds. A 40-second interval. Johan looking, oh, we see where he's out. We've only got the gentleman on the poles now. Alvin hanging on for dear life. He's the only one using another approach. Johan enjoying it on top of the pole. Ryan can stay here for hours. Dieter can stay here for hours. You still have to go 10 more seconds, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your 30 seconds starts now. We will now go to 1 minute. Once you've dropped out, you can go sit on the purple flag. Ruben, Buisiwe. You've got 10 more seconds and we're going for a 1 minute interval. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you have to stay on that pole for 1 minute now. 1 minute. Individual immunity up for grabs. And this is where you will have to dig deep. Renif adjusting. Connor adjusting. Ryan swiveling around the pole. They in 30 seconds. You have to last another 30 seconds. If you drop now, you are out. Alvin holding on for dear life. Alvin, do not touch the ground. 20 seconds left. Alvin slipping down. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You out, Connors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are safe. You can rest for 30 seconds. We've got Ryan, Dieter, Renif, Johan, and Alvin battling it out for individual immunity. Who is going to take this? 15 more seconds. We are now going for 1 minute and 15 second interval. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you'll have to last for 1 minute and 15 seconds now. Make sure that you do not touch the ground. Alvin holding on for dear life. Johan making use of his legs. Ryan hanging on. Dieter digging deep. Renif slipping. He's sliding down. You have 45 seconds to go. Alvin slipping down slowly. Johan enjoying the view from on top.
How much time is left, Chappies?
30 seconds left. And this is where you will have to dig deep, guys. 15 seconds left. Alvin slipping down. He's thinking about stepping off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can rest. 30-second rest. And this is very, very draining, very taxing on the body and the mind, because the pain is just absolutely non-stop once you're up there. 15 seconds to rest, guys. We're going for 1 minute and 30 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And everyone up. Alvin, you're down. Alvin is out of the challenge. You have to last for 1 minute and 30 seconds, guys. Make sure that you hang on for dear life. Renif trying to catch up with his teeth. His feet inches away from the ground.
Hold it. Change hands if you need to.
Ryan trying to get a comfortable position. And this challenge is on. Once again, it's Ryan, Dieter, Johan and Renif. They've got 1 minute to go. Renif very, very close to the ground. He will have to dig deep in order to last this interval. Your knees slipping down inch at a time. He has to last another 30 seconds if he wants to try again.
15-second mark, give yourself a push and pull yourself up.
25 seconds to go. Renith almost touching the ground.
15 seconds, pull yourself up.
15 seconds to go.
Go for it.
Come on, my left hand will give. Okay, just hold on.
Just hold on.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can rest. Renith almost not making it. That was so close. You guys have 30 seconds to rest until we're going for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1 minute 45 seconds starting now. Ryan taking a very relaxed position, the same as Johan. Dieter taking up his own position. Renith still following his own strategy, the previous same position as the previous interval. Can he hold on for 1 minute and 45 seconds? That is the question. And this is very taxing on the body. The pain is excruciating. Dieter repositioning. Renith still in the same position, not slipping down an inch.
Fine.
Ryan adjusting. Renith slipping down a little bit. 45 seconds to go. Johan, Dieter and Ryan looking solid. It does not matter what position you take up on this pole. It is very, very uncomfortable
Time left, Chappies.
and very painful. 30 seconds left. Renith, you have to dig deep. If you touch the ground, you will be out. 20 seconds left.
Keep going. Think about the rest that's coming just now.
10 seconds left.
Couple seconds is the rest.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can rest for 30 seconds. And this is excruciating. I can see the pain on their faces. You've got 30 seconds to recover before we go for a 2-minute interval. Johan, Dieter and Ryan looking solid. Renith struggling a bit, but taking off his shoes now. You've got 10 seconds, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you will now have to last for 2 minutes. You will have to last for 2 minutes in order to secure a shot at the next interval. Renith slipping down. Renith now shivering, his muscles starting to shout at him. Johan looking very stable. Ryan looking very stable. And Dieter also looking very comfortable up there. Renith shaking. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, guys. Dieter slipping down. Readjusting, resting a little bit, but slipping off. Luckily he recovered. Renith focusing now. 1 minute to go. And Dieter is off. We've only got Renith, Johan and Ryan. Ryan holding on. Johan holding on. This is a battle for immunity. 15 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you guys are safe. Renith making it once again. It's Ryan, Renith, Johan battling it out for individual immunity. And this one is a crazy challenge. It takes your mind to the next level. 15 seconds before we go again, guys. This time, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys will have to last for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. If you make this round, you'll get a 1 minute rest. Johan hanging on for dear life. Ryan hanging on. Johan, you cannot use that rope as support. Ryan hanging on. Renith yelling of the pain. If you hold on now, you'll get a minute of rest.
You got this, guys. Come on. Testicles are temporary.
1 minute, 15 seconds to go. You have to dig deep now. It's only a sensation, guys. And Renith gives in. What an attempt from Renith. Now it's Johan and Ryan going up against each other. 1 more minute to go. If you pass this interval, you will get 1 minute rest. And after that, we won't have any more intervals. It'll be the last man hanging. 45 seconds. Ryan slipping down. Johan holding on. Ryan readjusting. Johan very, very stable and still. And this is so difficult. The pain is excruciating, but you will have to convince yourself that it's only a sensation. 15 seconds to go, then you will have 1 minute rest. After that, you will have to hang on for as long as you can, because whoever lasts the longest on the pole will win individual immunity. 3, 2, 1. And you guys can rest for 1 minute. It's Johan against Ryan, battling it out for individual immunity. Ryan once again has got another shot at winning the individual immunity. If he managed to do that, he will be safe for another tribal council, and he would have won 3 individual immunities in a row. 30 seconds left before we go. And remember, this will be the last interval. It will be the last man hanging.
Make sure you prep nice, eh? Prep nice, boss.
You can only add 1 buff with you, only your buff. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now it will be the last man hanging who wins individual immunity. You guys will have to dig deep now, because this is where the game and the pain goes next level. Ryan entering a very comfortable position. Ryan and Johan both have the same strategy and the same position, hanging on to the pole with their hands and also making sure that some of the weight is carried by the legs. Johan breathing quite heavily. Ryan looking very calm. One minute into this interval. Let's see how long they can last. Johan against Ryan. Ryan adjusting. Being cheered on by Renif. Ryan slipping, readjusting. Johan still in the same position as he started. It's Johan against Ryan. Two minutes into this challenge.
Lovely boy, looking good, boy. Doing great, guys. Well done. Well done.
Johan hanging on as if his life depends on it. Ryan not letting go. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. This is the longest you've been on the pole. Now you will have to make sure that you are the last man hanging.
Don't worry about the top. In another place, Oaks. Let's go, boss.
Ryan making a little adjustment. Johan still in the same position as he started. Ryan breathing heavily now. Johan checking out Ryan, acknowledging that Ryan. Just make sure that you do not use the rope as support. Ryan adjusting. 3 minutes into this challenge. Ryan readjusting. Johan still in the same position, very stable, where Ryan is taking the approach of adjusting every now and then. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Ryan focusing, digging deep now. And this pain is only a sensation. Johan readjusting, taking up another position. Ryan taking up a similar position. Ryan resting all of his weight on one arm. Johan balancing some of his weights on the other hand. Individual immunity up for grabs. Ryan readjusting. Slipping off, slipping down. Ryan readjusting.
Dig deep. You got this, man. Lovely. There we go. Well done, well done.
Johan readjusting. 5 minutes into this challenge.
Come on, folks. You're there, boys. You're there, boys. You're there, boys. You're there, boys.
Ryan slipping down.
Get back up, boys. Get back up.
Repositioning.
Good top.
5 minutes, 45 seconds into this challenge. Ryan pulling himself up, readjusting, and not giving up now. Just make sure you do not hang on the rope.
Push through. Dig deep. Push yourself.
6 minutes, 15 seconds into this challenge. Ryan readjusting, shaking now. Johan still looking stable. Ryan slipping.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, bro.
Renith cheering Ryan on. Ryan slipping. And this is the difficult part. Johan readjusting.
Back up.
Ryan's foot almost touching the ground, and Ryan is out. Johan wins individual immunity. 7 minutes into this challenge. Well done, Johan. Well done, Ryan. That was a great attempt. Let's line up, guys. Please stand here. Please stand here, guys. Line up. Line up. Johan, what a great attempt. Please come grab individual immunity. You are safe at the next Tribal Council. The rest of you guys are all up for grabs at Tribal Council, and I'll see you shortly. So that was the third challenge for today, and Johan won this challenge. What an excruciating challenge this is. I can tell you the pain just gets to you. Ryan managed to on till the last moment, lasted for 7 minutes, but it was not enough. Johan walked away with individual immunity, and we're going to Tribal Council next, where one of these members will be voted out. Welcome back. This is the third Tribal Council of Day 4 of Tuksres Survivor 2023. We've got a huge thunderstorm approaching us, and unfortunately one of our gazebos was also taken hostage. So we had to move locations. That's why we're in a new location. The show must go on. With this thunderstorm approaching, can you just imagine what the rest of the castaways are going to have to endure tonight? Ratonga, you guys can come in. We've got Ratonga, and we're going to start with the third Tribal Council of the day. And unfortunately, at the end of this Tribal Council, Ratonga will be one member less. Ratonga, please take a seat. Well, welcome back, Dieter. Welcome back, Dieter. Please take a seat. As you've all seen, Dieter just had a shower, as Ryan won immunity and reward, and then handed the reward, a shower, to Dieter. Dieter, how was that shower?
Chappies, that room looked way too nice to deserve what I did to it.
Oh, that sounds hectic. Dieter, what did that do to your morale?
I mean, walking there, I was a bit in the dumps because I know what it means to my tribe for one of us to have such luxury whilst the rest don't. But once I was in the chappies, once I saw the steam, once I felt the hot water, morale's all the way back up. I could do this for another month.
Dieter, you look nice and clean. Can you just stand up and stand right next to me? You smell nice and clean as well, Dieter. Thank you so much. You can go sit. Dieter, who just had a lekker shower, is also back to attend the tribal council. He also has to write down a name. But the question is, does he have all the information from the rest of the tribe in order to make an informative decision? The rest of the tribe members can come in. Ratanga, you guys can come in. And now we also call in the 2 jury members, Janku and Glenn, to join me.
Janku. Janku.
Glenn and Janku. Welcome, Glenn and Janku. Okay. The 3rd tribal council for today. And it was one interesting day. Yuan, how does it feel to have that necklace around your neck, and what does it mean to you now?
I mean, I'm playing to win, so I think I'm a little bit tired, a little bit mentally drained, but ultimately glad to be here one more night, guaranteed.
It looked like you were very solid on top of that pole. How long were you able to go on if we had to keep on going?
I think
you lost it for 7 minutes.
I think I could have gone quite a bit longer. My arms are still perfectly fine, but my legs are pretty sticking. So I think maybe if I switched to my arms, changed it up a bit, I think I could have gone quite a bit longer.
So if you did not have that necklace around your neck tonight, would you have been a target?
Probably, but I could deal with that. That's not a problem.
We see where it seems like the thunderstorm is already getting to you. Are you a bit cold?
No, I'm just preparing for the cold. I'm not yet. Just getting ready.
You see where, being the only lady in the tribe, you must probably approached by a lot of guys trying to reel you in as a number. How do you make your decision whether you go with this alliance or that alliance?
I think at the end of the day, I have like my own solid opinions as well. So whoever aligns sort of with my opinion and like my thought process is typically who I would go for.
Please speak up. So, would you say that the alliances that you formed pre-merge also play a role in your decision post-merge?
No, definitely not.
Not?
Because once we got to merge, it's a completely different ball game, met completely different people, and changes like how I think about things moving forward. Yeah.
Dieter, you had a shower. You are clean, sparkling, and the rest of the tribe went back to camp. They had some time just to talk and to plan on what's going to happen at tribal council. Were you informed of a plan, or did you walk in here with no plan at all?
There's hints and shadows of a plan, but between me walking from the tribe and coming back from that shower, a lot of things can change. I imagine there's probably a lot of resentments having that luxury. So I'm just going to play my game and hope that lines up with my alliance going forward.
Ryan, the previous challenge you held on for dear life. It was you and Johan going up against each other. You lasted for 7 minutes. It seemed as if you were fighting for your life, and you actually won the previous 2 immunities. What does it mean now that you don't have that necklace around your neck?
Oh, every challenge I'm fighting for my life. It's the only guarantee in this game is to win that immunity idol. Certainly a concern. Every time I sit in one of these chairs, I mean, I'm sure everyone can relate, you get nervous. No one really knows what's going to happen. Trust is broken, blindsides are made, and that's just a fact of the game. So, yeah, you can never be too sure about what's going to happen next.
Alvin, are you on the chopping block?
I don't know, we'll see.
Short and sweet. Renif, please just explain to us what went through your mind. You were also one of the last members hanging on the pole. and it looked excruciating at some times. What went through your mind, and what is it like to partake in a challenge like that?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a very, very hectic balance. Obviously you're putting yourself under physical and mental endurance because all you want to do is let go and just, you know, as you said in the challenge, your muscles are just screaming at you to just let go. But it's just, you know, you got to remember what you're here for and what you're fighting for, which at the end of the day was immunity. And unfortunately I wasn't able to secure myself at the top of the pole, so I had to, you know, hang at the bottom, and it really did take a toll on my body. My arms are very, very, very sore. But you know, it's just, I think keeping your eyes on the prize and just staying calm, trying to get to your Zen mode and just trying to focus on just hanging on for dear life, I guess, yeah.
Connor, did you have a racehorse that you were rooting for between Ryan and Johan in the previous challenge?
I mean, no, can't really say it's a racehorse. I mean, they both put up an excellent performance. I mean, cheapest to go in there 7 minutes is just incredible on its own. And I mean, you could hear throughout the challenge we were always saying, come on boys, we weren't singling people out. But yeah, Ryan made a couple good recoveries. Johan was recovering himself well, staying up solid, as you said, during the challenge. So I think in all grievances, there was never really a racehorse that I was trying to bet on.
It seems like Johan won himself a little bit of a respect from the rest of the tribe members after winning this previous challenge, Ruben. Is that so?
Yeah, definitely. He impressed us all. We all wanted something. We wanted to vote him out, and he showed us he has heart. He wanted to play the game. He wasn't going to give up, and I personally have a lot of respect for that, and I think all of the tribe has respect for that. So yeah.
Johan, the fact that you have that necklace around your neck says that you still want to be here.
Yeah, no matter what people are trying to do, I'm going to fight. Well, I'm going to keep on fighting until eventually I get kicked off. But I'm not going to stop.
So we are down to 8, and after tonight's vote we will be down to 7. Is there anyone that actually feels like they're on the chopping block? Raise your hands. Dieter, Johan. Well, Johan, you are safe now. So Dieter, why do you feel you're on the chopping block?
Probably because of how nice they smell. Yeah.
But you didn't choose to have the shower. Ryan gave it to you. So would you say that was a strategic move from Ryan to paint a target on your back? Or strategic move from Ryan just to align with you?
I think Ryan's just a very nice person. He worked hard in that challenge, and yeah, giving it to me was a really noble gesture. The ramifications and consequences of which I guess are my problem, not his, and I won't hold him accountable for that.
Well, as we all can recall, a cup of coffee cost 2 members their place in the game previously. So let's see if a shower also cost a member his place in the game. With that, it is time to vote, guys. You know how this works. One by one, you will go to the voting booth over there. You will write down the person's name who you want to vote out. Peter, you are first. votes. Okay, so per the rules, you're not allowed to vote for yourself. Johan, you have voted for yourself, so you will have to go and vote again. I'll go tally the votes. Okay, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes have been read, the person with the most votes will be eliminated and will have to leave Tribal Council immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Dieter. Second vote, Dieter. Third vote, Alvin. 1 vote Alvin, 2 votes Dieter. Fourth vote, Alvin. 2 votes Alvin, 2 votes Dieter. Fifth vote, Dieter. That's 3 votes Dieter, 2 votes Alvin. Sixth vote, Alvin. That's 3 votes Alvin, 3 votes Dieter. Seventh vote, Alvin. It's 4 votes Alvin, 3 votes Dieter. Eighth vote. And the third person of the jury, Alvin. Alvin, thank you. You can bring me a torch. Alvin, tribe has spoken. Thank you. You can leave Tribal Council. Well, it does seem like a shower plays a role in the voting. Dieter, you managed to survive another day in the game. You better make sure you win the next challenge in order to survive the next Tribal Council. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 alliances going head on against each other. Enjoy the thunderstorm. You guys can head back to camp. And there you have it. This was the third and final tribal council for today. Alvin, unfortunately, being kicked out. Dieter saved for one more night. It was a very, very close vote, and Alvin got one more vote than Dieter. And unfortunately, he had to leave the game. This is Tuksres Survivor. We are still in the beginning of all the drama. You have missed quite a lot if you haven't watched the previous shows. Go catch up. Tune in tomorrow, 7 o'clock sharp, if you want to in on all the action, all the drama, all the cheers, all the joy. We are heading towards the end game. This is where everything intensifies. You do not want to miss this.